possessions, as many shot attempts as you can.
Stu, you played against unis like this or played in unis like this before.
Wait a minute.
Okay, here's Monte Ellis.
Time out.
We're just going right through that. Here's Monte. Doesn't shoot a lot from the outside. Gets to the basket just like that.
He still has all that quickness, and he's got that quick jab.
And 1 for 7 for Indiana. Monte gives it up to Paul George. PG-13 from the outside, and he's got his first bucket. That's a three-pointer for Paul George.
They're 2 for 8 from the field, but
like that hair, Stu?
Not anybody's hair.
Set you up for that. Here's C.J. Miles. Answered it perfectly. Hill from the outside. He rattles it home.
Another three-pointer there.
What did we say at the
7
beginning?
From the behind the arc. So
he actually has a career high in rebounding this year as an average.
Open up the
CJ.
gate.
Yeah,
Open
let me
up
in.
the gate.
C.J. Miles, Metta World Peace. So Paul George has started 1 for 6.
And that's so funny because I was watching him before the game. He was out early warming up, and he was drilling everything. I guess it helps to be all alone when you're in the warm-up.
Kobe in very deep. He double teamed up and under, and Brian, much to the delight of this crowd, has his for 17.
1 for 8 from behind the arc.
Yeah, that's 12.5% for you doing math. Here's Paul George, and he finally gets another bucket on one of his tougher shots. Guy 6'9", 255. He's wearing number 5 underneath Paul George again. Good bounce to Jordan Hill. Reverse layup is good.
That's good movement by the pick. That will not get it done.
A little bit of an extra pause on it this time. Here's George. Outside, working on Clarkson. Paul George lets it go. The rainbow is down. Over number 5. Lakers shooting 8% with D. Russ in the basketball. Throws it down the middle to Larry Nance, and he scores with the left hand. Nice good little feed and cut that time. Drive to the basket, Lavoy Allen, the recipient. Underneath to Larry Nance Jr. Lakers with 10 to shoot still. Brandon Bass holding on to it with Jordan Hill in front of him. Brandon Bass is 2 for 2.
And that baseline 8 to 13 foot.
On the miss by Stuckey. D. Russ, pull up over Buttinger. Yes, sir.
Timeout, Indiana. Lakers cut an 18-point lead down to 14.
Town, Philadelphia. That should be an interesting night for Bryant. He went to high school, Lower Marion. Oh, good move initially by Clarkson. That's a move we've seen quite often from him. He hit the nose.
Yeah, I think he knocked the contact.
He always gets those rebound numbers, it seems. He's got 5 tonight. He's also got 2 dimes. Bryant, wide open. In rhythm, wide open. 7-point game. 40 to 33. And 4 straight, so they're playing good basketball.
Good help by World Peace.
Taken by Miles. Miles, bad pass. World Peace again. Got a handle on it. Now it's Ellis as the clock was winding down.
You realize how hard
Clarkson is. It didn't hit anything. A tough shooting night for Kobe, obviously. Working on Paul George. George playing defense on his idle slam. Dunk by Hibbert.
Kobe threw it up. It didn't hit anything, and the ref double teamed on the screen and roll, and that left the roll man wide open.
That's only their 33rd dunk all year. You got 3 players in the league who have more individually than that. Here's Randall. He's going to lose the handle.
No, he's not.
He's going to get it back. Well, he did lose it, but he got it back and then somehow literally threw it in.
He just stays after it. I give him credit. He is a very persistent performer. They're going to
Kobe tried an impossible pass, and the Lakers are going to be fortunate to get it back with Clarkson. He runs into Mahinmi. Bryant, that's a better look, and Hibbert dunks it.
That's a good delayed trailer, so to speak, by Roy Hibbert. He came down a little late.
Again.
Well, I tell you, C.J. Miles does not hesitate. So if he's taking advantage of his quickness against Randall on
Monte. Here's a catch and shoot, turning and firing it through from downtown. So the triple credited to Paul George.
And he's up to 19.
From behind, had it poked away. Here's Metta going all the way, and Metta not close. At the bottom of the rim. Metta's resting up against the stanchion. Nick hits another one.
Nick got the ball in the painted area and dribbled out behind him.
He was brushing his teeth. Now that's talent. Here's Young.
It is?
Apparently so. Dave thought so. Nick Young from way outside.
I told you he can get on a string here, and right now he's starting to feel pretty. Yeah, now you understand why I said he should be involved in the offense more.
Yep, take more shots. Here's Paul George. He takes plenty. In fact, he's taken 17.
And he's made almost half of them.
Oh, yes, sir, Nick Young. What'd you say about him getting hot? Now Paul George answers right back. Get a career.
They can have front row seats anytime they want them.
Pretty much. Normally they sit behind a Laker bench. 2 rows. Here's Nick Young. So the second half, after being 0 for 3 in half number 1, Nick Clark for Lavoie. Had his first double-double of the season in their last game. D. Russ goes all the way and scores. We like to see that, the aggressiveness, get into the paint. Open his pass for a moment. He wants to give it up, though, and he does to Nick Young. He won't be afraid. Uses the glass this time. Nick Young, 6 out of 12. That rebound. Clarkson moving in. Floater on its way. 8-point game. 87-79.
But you see how easily little distraction by Nick Young on the defensive side.
Oh, Randall, look out! 6-point game. Timeout. Brief Laker ties. Clarkson all the way. Another block by Monte Ellis. That's 2 good defensive plays in the last minute for Monte Ellis. What? Here comes Jordan Hill to take his
They
place.
say, you want to play hack a center? I'll put my guy in.
Who can shoot. Clarkson. Pull up. 15. Yeah! Got it. Clarkson.
That's
How
funny.
about that? Nick Young. On its way. Julius Randle. What an offensive rebound. Score it.
Well, look, they got basically 3.5 guards on out of Paul George's hands without fouling him.
Down 7. Nick Young in charge of guarding. Paul George.
Like I said, got to get it out of his hands.
That's your crunch time player. He's back at 30 again. Kobe, long distance. His first 3 of the game.
They've got themselves in a whole bunch of trouble now.
Lakers have only topped 100 one time in the last 10. Another distance triple. They've got 6 to shoot. Kobe with his team down 5. Kobe pump fake, gives it to Julius. 3 to shoot. MWP for 3. Yes! 2-point game.
But now they took so much time, they have to foul now. The shot clock is off. So
out of bounds, guarded by Monte Ellis. Token pressure. Kobe gives it now to Clarkson. Down the middle he goes. Throws it up and in.
That's what you do. You score quick, but now you got to foul quick. You can't work, because even if they get a 3, they're still down. They have to.
Kobe. 3 on its way. Got it!
Hey!
Bryant, a huge 3.
Did you see that shot?
A 1-point game. That's what they came to see.
Look, he even has to smile on that one. Come on, Kobe, look at me. Kobe, look at me. Kobe, come on. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Even you have to smile on that one. He's saying to himself, man, my legs are dead, but I can still throw it up toward the basket. Play on top. Do you think they're going to throw a lob to Kobe?
Clarkson, looking, brings it into Kobe. Kobe to tie the game.
Wow. Now that's more like the results we've seen so far tonight. That's 4 for 20. Time expired.
To put the game away.
And that did it.
In the 4th quarter, Paul George was 10 out of 12. Nick Young will come in and fire, and the game will be over.